The next task can kind of confuse people at times, but because it says save the sponsor table. For databases, it's not the same thing as other kind of documents. You could just click on save and it saves everything within the database. So simply click on save and it saves everything that is there, the queries, the table, and everything else. Okay, open a new document, word processing document. Again, this task can be tricky for some students, but it's really straightforward. Select a blank document. The footer, you know what to do in the footer. I'm sure every student knows how to do that. It says set the orientation to landscape. Even if it doesn't, usually you should do set it to landscape. This gives you more space. Okay, and then it says simply copy the, enter your name and so on, save the word process document, copy and paste the sorted sponsored table. So that's something that you have to do in every exam. Even if, you know, if you're not sure what it's asking you to do, you know that you're supposed to do that. So I'm going to copy that. Once it's selected, I'm going to select it all by clicking on this, and then copy all and paste. Okay, if it's large data, you might need to adjust it a little bit. I don't need to make any adjustments here. Okay, we save the task as db1. So what it's talking about is this, save as, browse. I'm going to save it on my desktop. You save it in your desktop on the exam. I'll call it db1 document. Okay, and that's saved now. The next thing is I'm going to simply do some simple queries. Jonathan wants a list of sponsors who are less than 16 years old. Okay, so born after the 1st of July 1997. So this is a born after query, quite a popular type of query. So let's just do that together. So this is called task db2. Open a new word processing document. Set it to landscape. This is just to get it ready for put your header in the footer, your name, and so on and so forth. Go back to home or go back to layout, set it to landscape. Okay, set the orientation to landscape, enter task db2 and all of these information in the footer. Okay, I'm not going to do that now. I'm just going to go straight to query. Jonathan wants a list of sponsors who are less than 16 years old on the 1st of July, born after 1st of July 1997. So let's go to create. I've shown you many times how to use query wizard. I'm going to use query design now. Okay, and it's using the sponsors. So it needs to, because list of sponsors, so it needs to use the sponsor table. So there's all your clues. They will give you the clues in the exam. Okay, so I'm going to use the sponsor table, add. Okay, let's make that thing. What does it want? It wants all the fields displayed, so all of them. Okay, you can move this to show all of it together. Okay, create a search. Okay, born after 1st of July. So DOB, that's where your criteria will go. Okay, this is for sorting. It's not asking for any sorting here, but if it does, you would use this column here for sorting, ascending or descending. Okay, so it's not asking for it. Criteria is where the keyword would go, whether it's a word or a date or a less than or more than, whatever will go here. So born after would mean greater than 01 July, so 07 and 1997. Now, if you have, sometimes you have issues with, for example, remembering your less than and greater than sign, then you can always test it. Is this after? Is this after July, 1st of July? Are these all after the 1st of July? Or are they before 1st of July? because he wants after 1st of July. So we've got, these are all before the 1st of July. Okay, so they're all before the 1st of July, which means this is not correct. So what do? You simply go back and edit the sign. Edit the sign. I did this to show you that if you do make a mistake, you can go back and edit it. So now this is after 29/08, 20th/11, 13/09. They're all after 1st of July 1997. So how would you do after? Go back and look. There's your after sign. Yeah? That's your after sign. That's your greater than sign. Please remember that. That's a very, very popular question. Okay? And then you save the query as db2. So save, is it db2? Save the query as db2a. db2a. Okay. Once you've done that, find the results by clicking on there. Control copy, paste into your new document. Okay, don't do what I just did there. Do this one. Okay, this one. This one. Right click, or let's do Control V. Okay, so that part is done. I'm not going to do this query. This is a query I've done with you many times before. I'm going to go straight to the DB5, which is basically a complex query using two tables. So this is DB5. Again, open a new document, word processor, set the orientation to landscape, so on and so forth. Enter the task and all of this stuff in the footer. Jonathan wants a list of sponsors who donated at least £20 to a sponsor an animal. The list should include all of this, sorted in ascending name. Okay, so this would probably use two queries. So let's, or two tables. So let's go to create, query design, add. Okay. Let's close everything else before we do this. Go back to our database tools. The relationships are missing here. This was a task that you probably was in DB4. You don't have to do this task, but I'm just going to do this before I continue. You can see here that I've just created the relationship. The relationship should be created for you. It might not be, but that's a different part that I've gone through before. In this one, I've just created it. To find it, you just basically go to database tools and relationships, and that allows you to find the database. And you might have a question to do with the primary key that we've gone through another time. I'm not going to go through that now. Just to show you, display that, save that, and then close it. Now I can go onto DB5 and create in the complex query, add. That shows that the relationships are made. Okay, so now once I do that, what does he want? He wants show all the fields, so only fields: amount, date, name, animal, first name, last name, and phone. So let's move this over so I can see what I need to do. So he wants amount. Make sure you do it in the order that they request, because they're going to probably say it should be in the order. Okay, if it doesn't here, you might in another question. Date, so it's date. There's date. So these are from the donation tables. Name, so this is from the animal table. So animal table, donation table. Okay, animal. Okay, and then first name, last name, and phone number. So first name, last name, and phone number. So it's used all three tables there, all three tables. Okay. Now the last name should be in ascending order. So only this one, yeah, ascending order. Okay. And now the criteria should go in. Sponsors have donated at least £20 to a sponsor. So you're going to find that from the amount. Okay, so at least £20. So it must be greater than or equal to 20. Because it's at least 20. So 20 or more. 20 or more. Okay, so now, and there it tells you that it should be from using the linked tables. Okay, it's telling you that. Okay, so now that query is done. Okay, I'm gonna save it according to what they want it to be saved as. Save it as db5. So save db5. Okay, and then once you do that, I'm gonna test it. Go there. There's my results. So I can see it's above. They're all £20 or above. Okay, and I'll just have to copy that once it's done into the Word document in the right place. That's just an example of what you would do once you've done it, and that query would be done. So that's a complex query using more than one table. You can see there's donation table, and also there's the word table, different tables being used, a criteria, and a SWOT. Okay, I will now do another video for the report.